Hey there, beautiful people. I just want to share something with you that dropped in my spirit. So today I was sitting there and I was thinking about how when I was younger, or maybe you were younger, you ever remember your mama or your grandmother saying, "Close my door, close my screen door before you let them bugs in here and let out my good air." Um, that's what they used to say back in the day. Close my door before you let something up in my house. And so I thought about that, how normally you have a door and you have a screen door, and a screen door is when the door open to keep all the bugs and the insects out. And so when you leave the door open, sometimes in the summertime, by the time you close that door at night, you might have a bee or wasps in the house. You might have mosquitoes in the house, and you know they're in there because they're biting you because you left the door open. God forbid it's the winter time and you leave the door open and the mice get up in your house, because animals run from the outside to the inside to keep warm. And so I thought about that as it relates to sin. How many times have you opened up a door, and once you opened up that door to sin, other stuff started happening in your life back to back to back? So some of you might be like, "Oh, well, I'm only doing one thing." That one thing that you opened up the door to then created a floodgate that got many things, just like a trickle effect, happening in your life right now. And some of you might be saying, "Well, I'm not in sin," but you're disobedient, which is the same thing as sin. You're not doing what God told you to do. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you know that. And so you either got one or two questions. And the first question is, why is this happening in my life? And that's because you have a door open to sin. You allow something to come in, and so everything else is just flooding you. The second question you're asking yourself is, why isn't this happening for me? And the answer to that is that you're disobedient. You can't see the fruitfulness or the fullness of your blessing because you won't obey God. There are specific things that he has instructed you to do that you will not do. And so for that, he is withholding the blessing. So how do you close the door when you have the door open, especially when it's sin? One, you repent. God, forgive me. I know that I shouldn't have did that or should be doing this. I repent. I won't do it no more. That's one way you close the door. How do you stop being disobedient? Simple answer, just to obey God. You know what it is he's telling you to do. Instead of not doing it, do it. And I guarantee you that once you close the doors and once you become obedient, that you will see things start to turn around and change in your life.